The Halloween event is here, and I'm still very addicted to this game. In fact, I'm just spending most of my time collecting a whole bunch of candy, because everyone loves candy. And this map right now is very Halloween themed and even gives me a bonus reward. And the biggest bonus reward comes for the Impoppable achievement. I've never actually played Impoppable, but it does reward 27 pieces of candy, so let's give it a try. So it looks like it's going to be mostly the same until I get to free play, so if I could get to round 100, that would be cool. And it looks like I actually have to get to round 100. We got Quincy up here, he should be the most basic one. Hopefully he'll be a good tower to have. I guess right here at the start is probably going to be the best spot.
Just give me a target.
I also have some other upgrades, so I can actually just get a free monkey right off the start too. I'll put him right there. And I'm going to turn the auto start off, because I think I'm going to need some time in between rounds to prepare. I'm also probably going to need a lot of money, so I'll work towards getting some of that, but I'm going to try and just stagger that out throughout the rounds. Normally I like to get a whole bunch of these money towers at the very beginning, and then just get a lot of money from them, but I'm probably just going to start with one and maybe go from there. But there's also a bunch of towers that can also earn me money, so we'll just kind of keep going as we can. And I feel like I'm going to need every single pixel, especially in these areas where towers are kind of limited, so making sure that we place them in the exact perfect spots. Got the advanced intel, so now I have the sniper monkey and the submarine monkey, which should be able to shoot most things that are going across this map. The more I can cover with the less towers, the happier we're going to be. Especially when balloons are moving quite fast, but we're still taking them out just fine. A lot of balloons getting by, but they were all pretty weak, and they still had about half the map to go, so we're still doing okay. Let's work our way to getting a banana farm. They are getting through, but hopefully they'll just be able to get chewed up for a couple more rounds. A lot of balloons starting to get through, including some regrow ones, which could have been an issue, so definitely a good time to start working on this. I'm gonna put this right here where it can just barely get all of these primary towers, and I think primary is gonna be kind of our main focus here. We're gonna upgrade this to have a bunch of upgrades and things for the primary towers, as well as being able to see them when they're camouflaged, and that's usually been a pretty good tactic for me. Hopefully it works out this time. Camo around here shouldn't be too much of an issue. What we do have to prepare for now is the MOAB, because that's going to be coming up very soon. I also realized I only have one life here, so I definitely have to be playing this as perfectly as I can. Jungle drums for them, and we're going to try and get primary training, and then set up a balloon boomerang monkey. Because the boomerang monkey in this area here would be able to push the Moabs back. Hopefully that can allow him to take a lot more damage over time. And that was very fast. Let's try this again. Okay, we're going to get the sniper monkey faster firing and have him target the strongest things first. Hopefully that can help us weaken these things as they get through. Okay, this time instead of focusing on the farm first, let's try and get the village up first. We got the jungle drums, and now we can start working on the primary training. This will give all of these primary monkeys a little bit more range and projectile speed, which should be pretty useful. The more I stack around this area, the better off they're going to be. And next up, we're going to get the boomerang monkey to get the Kylie boomerang and then the MOAB boomerang, because we only have 3 rounds until it's here, so not too much time. And if we get a little bit more, we've got it. Okay. MOAB press, and the MOAB is here right now, so we'll use Quincy's ability as well as this thing to hopefully just stall the MOAB out as it gets through this track. MOAB is down, but it is not out. A whole lot of balloons coming through, but we do have a little bit of a break until the next one shows up. So let's work on getting the radar scanner and then maybe even a farm. Radar scanner is here, so most of these towers are going to be just as upgraded as they can possibly be. Let's get the primary mentoring here. That way we can get the abilities, or the tier 1 abilities for free, and then they can also get an increased range and ability reduction. For all these primary towers at least, so it should be pretty useful. It's a bit of an investment right now, but I think we're going to be able to just make it. For the attack shooter, we're going to go for faster shooting and the most number of attacks possible. So we're going to make it a 2, 0, and if we can, a 5. We can also get some other upgrades for these towers for free, so let's just keep doing that, and I can also place a couple of them and get those free upgrades as well. There's just like 1 pixel here where I can get it. There we go. That'll be useful for the MOABs. Let's go strong and just work on... Well, I have exactly 0 money, so we'll need to get the Moab Mauler a little bit later. I like seeing rounds like this because it's just a whole lot of money, and I really don't have to worry about anything. The more money I get, the happier I am. Speaking of which, this really hasn't paid for itself yet. I'm not sure if I want to keep putting more money into it, because if I don't do it now, I'm not going to be able to do it later. But I think it's just safest to start upgrading towers. I don't want to have to focus on this. Let's get the Buccaneer, we'll get the Grape Shot and the Hot Shot, that way we can get a little bit more damage going out. I would like to get the Merchantman, but we'll probably save that for another little area. A lot of balloons coming by, but some of them are on fire, a lot of them are glued, so they're gonna get chewed up pretty well. I don't really have too much to worry about. Plus this thing shoots both directions, so it's kinda doing two jobs at once. And now it's about to do that even faster. And there are more MOABs to deal with, but that only got it to about right there, so we're still doing pretty good. Round 50 so far, it's looking okay. Got the Juggernaut for this Dart Monkey, so he should be able to take out big clusters of enemies right there. He's also really upgraded from this tower, which is nice. Let's upgrade this one to just have... I don't really know if we need anything, we'll just kind of give him a couple small upgrades. I think I'll put a Monkey Ace here, that way it gets the benefits of having this village around it. A lot of this stuff doesn't really help it out that much, but it does have the radar scanner, and it will have the jungle drums. So we'll center his path, and he should be able to fire throughout the entire thing and take out balloons just fine. Okay, we're going to upgrade the Sniper Monkey to get the bouncing bullet, and I'm also going to make him target the stuff at the front again, because it's just going to be shooting MOABs. That's not going to be doing quite as much as it would if it was just clearing out the stuff at the beginning. You can also upgrade the Monkey Sub. We'll try and get the triple guns, which we did. And the armor-piercing darts will be very useful also. BFB is here, it's not getting too far down thanks to the Boomerang Monkey, and most of the stuff was taken out there. Armor-piercing darts, so this will do more damage to the MOABs as well as the ceramics. And now we have round 63, which has a lot of ceramics. But I don't think we're going to have too much of an issue with them. Okay, we kind of are, but they were able to get cleared out eventually. Just shows me that I still need a lot more towers. A lot more things are starting to become reinforced. Maybe I should get the bomb tower here to start stripping that off. That might be a good idea. Let's work on that. Why not? Let's also get a sub. We'll put it right here, and we'll work on the submergent support. That way we can strip all the camo off the other balloons. Most things can see camo, but it's better to just have the ability than not really have to rely on it. A whole lot of money this round, which is very nice. Let's get the reactor. That way we can actually start popping some balloons. There we go. That should be doing a pretty good job. And there we go. We got this one that'll be taking off the shells of the balloons, so any of the reinforced ones should hopefully start to get their armor stripped. It's not going to be all of them. I could maybe work on getting a second one, but right now let's really just start working on some other areas. Okay, we got the supply drop, so hopefully I can work on collecting all the bananas here and getting the ability from there without missing out on too much time. Next up is round 80, and that's going to be when the ZOMG is here. I don't think we're going to have too many issues taking this thing out, it's just all the stuff that comes after that. That's the stuff that worries me. So far the damage isn't too bad. I could use an ability, but I kind of want to see how they go without. A lot of balloons coming through, but they should get chewed up again. It works. It's not the greatest, but we made it work. We'll get the aircraft carrier. That should help out quite a bit with taking out the BFBs. We also got a pirate ship, so that should help out quite a bit. We can always use its ability to take out a BFB or something like that if we ever have to. This might be a dumb decision, but we're also going to get the Monkey Intelligence Bureau, kind of put it right next to all these other towers. More jungle drums, that probably can't hurt. Balloons are making their way through a little bit, but we're still able to handle them for right now. Because the DDTs are only 5 rounds away, so we definitely need to make sure that we have everything that can possibly pop them. There's now so many towers in here, I really can't see all of them. But if I could get this Buccaneer to upgrade to the carrier flagship, that would be pretty cool. Not sure if I'm going to have the time to do that. Keep forgetting to use my abilities. Stuff did kind of make its way through there a little bit. But now that I have this Intelligence Bureau, I should be able to pop frozen balloons, so maybe putting this guy right here isn't too bad of an idea. I'm going to get the Arctic Wind, that way it kind of slows some stuff down, allows them to get popped a little bit better. Okay, Arctic Wind is here, there's a lot of stuff that's going to hopefully slow down, and this tack shooter will just be able to decimate them, if they happen to get that far, which is very likely. This is the last round until the DDT appears, so let's get as much money as we possibly can and use all of it before they get here. Let's place another Boomerang Monkey down, and we'll upgrade him to get the Moab Press. Because we just need these things to be as slow as possible. Play this nice and slow, we'll see what we can do. There should only be 3 of them, so I don't really have too much of a fear. Here they come. They were taken out kind of at an okay rate, but it was still nothing incredible. I would have liked them to get taken out a little bit sooner, because they're going to start throwing out a whole lot more as these rounds go on. Okay, Moab Assassin, we can now deal some more damage. These things are not doing very good when they are in there, so having this Ice Monkey here actually is doing a pretty good job. I am seeing a lot of these reinforced balloons getting their armor stripped off, so this guy is doing his job. 89,000 balloons already, so definitely worth the upgrade on that. He's not really here to get the pops, he's here to help everything else get pops a whole lot easier. There is a big cluster of them, but they are slowing down once they get to this area. Having 2 of these Moab Boomerang guys, they're doing a pretty good job. Yeah, especially once those things get stripped, all the rest of the balloons just kind of fall into place. We're still doing okay. 8 more rounds, we can do this. It's actually 7 rounds, if I could count. I think the DDTs are here, so let's just see what they do. They're not getting popped yet. Use our ability here, that took it out pretty good for the Moab Assassin. There are only going to be more, so they did get by at a pretty good rate. A lot of ceramics coming through, but they are getting melted by the time they get down here, so as long as they're just normal MOABs in this kind of region, I think we're able to take them out just fine. There is a whole lot of damage in this area. They're essentially having to pass these first groups of towers a second time. And with that, Quincy is at his max level, so hopefully that makes him just a little bit better. DDT's incoming, they're starting to get taken out by this area. There are a lot of them, let's just kind of use some abilities. The money isn't really going to help me here, but it's still fun to use. That is a lot of DDTs, and we did handle them pretty good. There's a big cluster of them, which I know there will be soon. We might have a bit more of an issue, but that did actually do a pretty good job. We use Quincy's ability just to be 100% sure, because that is a lot of ceramics. I can't really see everything in this corner here, but yeah, that was a lot of stuff. I could get the tax zone, but I think the best thing is going to be to upgrade this, and I could put even more primary towers here, and just have a better way of doing things. Let's, we only have 2 more rounds after this. Let's sell the banana farm. We'll get the upgrade for the carrier flagship, which will also upgrade all of these other ships around it, all 2 of them, not too much. But now I can put some towers, well, I can't put some towers up there. I should hopefully be able to put some towers up there soon. Thinking a bomb tower, and I really didn't think I would get this far. I'm not sure what I should put up there. Maybe another tack shooter. Let's put the tack shooter up here, and the bomb shooter up here too. More tacks. Have them target the strong one. Not really paying too much attention, so let's just kind of use everything as we can. Okay, Moab Assassin is here. We were able to take him out. We don't really have a good thing here with all of our cooldowns, but we'll just make it work. That's what we do. Hoping there's no DDTs. There are some there. They are getting through pretty good. But we were able to make it work. Okay, we just have one more round left. And that will be it. We have some cooldowns and stuff we need to worry about, but I think we might be able to have it here. Let's see what happens. We're just going to use all of our abilities as soon as we possibly can, except for Quincy here. Now he can, because he's actually going to be able to see this thing. I think we got this. We'll be okay. There's only one balloon. Can't be that bad. We can't use this ability yet, unfortunately, but let's just keep using everything else. Okay, it's on its last legs here, so there's going to be a couple of the DDTs that pop out in a few seconds. Let's just let some of our abilities recharge. It's not really getting all that much damage, but we're getting some abilities here. That's going to be the most useful. If this thing does happen to pop, we'll hit it. Okay, so we got that, one DDT there. And now we just got two of the ZOMGs. We should be okay. They're going to have to make their way all the way through, and I think we've established that that's not really possible right now. We'll get ready for Quincy's ability. We'll take that out. I might have used Quincy's ability a little bit early, but I think we actually handled it. There we go. Instamonkey 202 Bomb Shooter. That's kind of a useful one. And I did it, my first Impoppable task. They called it Impoppable. I laughed at them as I ate their candy. Let's see how far we can get. At a certain point, I don't really know what's going on. There's just a lot of stuff that moves very fast. I could slow the game down, but I don't think I need to. It's just chaos. Plus all these things are here. I don't think we're going to be making it. Can an ability be ready, like, right now? Well, we did beat the game, so we did it. Round 106, we did enough. That's all we needed to do. And I get to open up a loot box. So, let's see, we got an Instamonkey Banana Farm and another Instamonkey Ice Monkey. I keep forgetting about Instamonkeys. I like collecting them, but I've yet to ever use them. Maybe I should have actually considered using these. They'd have probably helped me out quite a bit.